Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment, and what we have for sale here today is a Komatsu PC210. We're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, and we'll run it in the third. This particular unit, the serial number of this machine, like I said, it's a PC210 LC-10. The serial number is A like Apple 1072. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. Price on a new machine like this these days is probably, I don't know, 185 to 200,000. I hadn't priced them in a while. This particular unit has got 3,200 hours on it. It may accumulate a few hours here and there because we use it around the yard, you know, doing this and that. But the weight of this particular tractor is 52,000 pounds. The old PC200s weighed like 46,000. This is a 210, weighs 52. The old 220s weighed 57,000. So this one's kind of between the 220 and the 210, hence the nomenclature 210. The widest point of this unit is 10 foot 6 inches. That's the tracks right here. The highest point is the top of that cab at 9 foot 7 inches. The transportation length, excuse me, from the when this machine is in transport profile, from the front of this stick to the end of the counterweight is 31 feet. Comparable machines are like a Caterpillar 322, maybe a John Deere 225, or a KCX210. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like most of the machines we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. This machine is what I would call a third-party Dorf machine. So a Dorf machine is a dealer-owned rental fleet, but there's a company that had leased this machine under the manufacturer to release it. So the average rent on this the reason I'm saying that is that the average rent on this tractor was about 2 weeks. So every time this machine came in, it was completely gone through. The fluids, everything was checked on it. It was greased. So it's a really well-maintained machine, probably better than any machine that you can imagine. And this particular excavator had a great maintenance manager that I've been friends with for many years, and he really takes care of his stuff. We, as well as our customers, have been happy with all the machines that we purchased from these guys, and it should be said that before I purchase any machine, my mechanics, guy running the camera, Tank, thoroughly inspects it. We got another guy that thoroughly inspects it before I write a check for it, if the money's right. As far as options go, okay, well, you can see that this machine had auxiliary hydraulics. It still has auxiliary hydraulics, and these little things here that were taken off are from the quick coupler. Okay, so this machine is equipped for auxiliary hydraulics and a quick coupler. Okay, it's got the third valve already in it. The owner of the machine elected to take all of that valving off because he didn't need it. But we've still got it. I just haven't gone to get it. Another cool thing about this excavator is that we'll show it to you a little better, but that monitor right there is a self-diagnostic system. It's an onboard self-diagnostic system. So you can actually, if there's anything that goes wrong with this tractor, you can diagnose it yourself without having to go to the dealer. As a matter of fact, it's got that, see that antenna up there? That's a ComTrack system. So you can call the dealer and tell them, you know, exactly what you're seeing, and they can diagnose it further too. Another cool thing about this excavator, I love this machine. We sell a lot of tractors here at Tractor Tip, and I've owned, rented, leased hundreds of millions of dollars, but this is probably one of my favorite excavators. It's got a regen valve system, which increases cycle time and fuel efficiency. This is one of the most fuel efficient machines on the market right now. It's got an 82 gallon fuel tank. which will run you as many as 18 hours of operation on a single fueling. Another option that it's got is that it's got a disconnect switch here. So, and it's got a backhoe or a ISO British Standard pattern control valve changer right there. Show them that tank. I'm gonna jump up top and show you the engine. Here's the little toolbox area right here as you're coming up the steps to get to this engine. There's your fuel. That engine right there is an S6D 102 engine. It's a 145 gross horsepower engine. It's a bulletproof engine. Komatsu's had it in they've had it in a lot of machines going way back. You can see there's no cracks or welds. So the undercarriage is about 95%. You know, it's got 3,000 hours on it, but it wasn't traveled very much. Still got all the meat on it. All the meat are on those bones. There's no leaks on the final drive. They've got plenty of power enabling them to counter rotate. As far as things wrong with the machine, there's minor things like little scuffs here on the counterweight, but you know, I can't think of a single thing wrong with this machine. Can you, Tank?
No, but another good option that it has is a backup cam.
Oh yeah, it's got a backup camera. Thank you, Tank. What else, Tank? Oh, it's got remote greasing over here. Right there. Can you see it, Tank? You can grease all your pins from that point right there. See those grease zerks right there? So all those lines run up to your pins to grease them. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in this work equipment. All of the pins and the bushings are in excellent shape. These teeth right here, as you can see, they're probably about 90-95%. They had a cutting edge welded across them, which was cut off, and that's why you got splatter on the teeth. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't affect the functionality of the teeth or the operation of the bucket. It just looks like hell. Again, the hydraulics are strong on this machine. There's no cracks or welds. All the pins and the bushings are tight. There's no kind of deflection or any kind of problem in that turntable area. As far as this bucket goes, this bucket is it's right here. You can see they've got written 36-inch bucket. It's actually got a 38-inch bite, okay? And with side cutters will put another 2 inches on it, so you'd be out 34. You'd have a 42-inch bucket with this bucket. This bucket is the height of it is 57 inches. The depth is 5 feet. So I would rate this bucket at maybe about a yard bucket. Maybe you can get a 1.25 yards with, you know, if you heap it up pretty good. The maximum dig depth for this tractor with this configuration here, I think this is a 9'7" stick, is 22 feet. Maximum reach at ground level from the end of the tracks there is 32 feet. The maximum dig height is 31 feet. The maximum breakout force is 29,000 pounds, and the maximum lifting capacity for this tractor from the front up close is, a buddy of mine told me, and I didn't really believe it, but it's actually 28,000 pounds. He said that it would lift more than the old 220, or as much as the old 220, which in fact it does. Surprisingly, because it's not as heavy as a 220. So anyway, these another option that we Tank didn't point out is that this this track right here is a 31.5-inch pad. They come standard with 28-inch pads. This has got a 31.5-inch pad, which gives you more stability, greater lifting capacity, blah blah blah. The tracks on the ground are 13.5 feet on this tractor, which will yield like a 5.5 psi rating. What else, Tank?
Let's run it.
Okay, we're gonna run it in the next clip. So this is the inside of the cab. This is your radio here. This is your safety switch. You obviously got to have that down to start it and up to operate it. This is that mini computer system.
What it's going to be like to put another delicious holiday meal together with a
Turn that volume down.
Make Easter really special this year.
I'm not real familiar with this, but you can go to the different power modes: power mode, economy mode, lifting mode, blah blah blah. This is your track speed, high, medium, and low. Here's your air conditioner controls. This is where your quick coupler thing goes. There's a diagram for your quick coupler. There's your throttle control, ignition switch, Rotec lock, lights. This is your seat here. Pretty nice machine. It's really quiet too.
Run.